do? It's your boy DJ Sounds Great, back again on the Soundwave TV, and I have none other than the mystical, magical, magnificent, magnanimous, just superlative of music in front of me, Sunja Dannette. How you doing, girl?
Hello, I am doing amazing. First, I'm very grateful that you invited me, so I love it. Thank you.
Oh, no. Thank you for your time at your busy schedule. I know you do so much. We about to let the world know what you do. But before we do that, Sunja Dannette, where you from?
I am from Albany, Georgia, born and raised. A little town in southwest Georgia, more like Florida.
Florida.
Yeah.
Florida. Are we country, Sunja Dannette?
Yes, we are country. I am country and city. Have a little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
Yes.
So what brings you down here to the AUG?
The AUG as in Augusta?
Yes.
Because we're
Don't
not
do
talking
that.
about.
Don't do that. All right. You heard what I said.
We talk about
You ain't gonna do
Augusta.
like
We're not
that.
talking about August. Well, actually, I came here because there was a job opportunity that came, I kind of out of nowhere, and so I took it because the original plan was to move back to Atlanta. But I'm here. I'm here in Augusta.
And you are doing it. Like, I'm not sure if y'all know, but I'm about to tell y'all, she came from a whole nother city, country, came in here doing shows left and right, getting residencies, like hosting stuff, got a band. I don't know where she got the people from. Like, she is doing it. How long you been doing music for?
Well, technically, I've been singing all my life. Of course, I started in church. I'm from that generation that started in church. But as far as singing at other venues and actually putting out music, I would say it's been about 5 years. Yeah.
It's a long time.
It is a long time, but if I've been doing music forever, technically, then, it's not a long time because I plan on doing music like forever. If you love music, it's not a long time.
Especially as a vocalist. But we about to get into that, Miss Vocalist. Dannette. Well, where did that come from?
Great question, because people think it's my last name, but it's actually my middle name, the middle name I was born with. I was born Sunja Dannette McKenzie. So I kept Sunja Dannette, and I was actually going to go with just Sunja, but I had a friend who was like, you should do Sunja Dannette. I was like, you know what? Maybe I should.
It sounds very classy, very regal. Like you coming through with the cigarette on the end of the stick thing.
Oh, wow.
With the fox fur around your neck. Oh, I'm Sunja Dannette. I'm ready for my close-up.
Yes, that was a good decision, because Sunja is cool, but Sunja Dannette is just, got a little added, sparkle to it.
So we're going to talk about the singer Sunja Dannette, and then we're going to get into some of the other things that you do that help support the music that you create.
Absolutely.
So what style of music do you do as a vocalist?
As a vocalist, as a singer, songwriter, the main genres that I really like to dabble in, or what comes out of me, is more R&B, inspirational, jazz-ish. Those are like my top 3 is like a mix of those.
Is it possible to get a little sample, or that's not going to happen today?
Well, You know, people love putting musicians on the spot, don't they? They just do.
I might could just go
You know,
ahead
you
and
know,
out.
because you know what happens is if I was guitarist, we're like, oh man, I ain't got my guitar, but you know I'm a vocalist, so like I carry my instrument with me everywhere I go. You know, it's
You have any albums out? You working on a project? What's going on?
great question. Well, I am okay. So here's what's going on. I I've been putting out music, you know, slowly but surely. It's been I'm a single parent. I work. I have a regular job, as many of us do as independent artists. And so I've been, you know, putting out work when I can. So right now I have about one, two, three songs out, but I actually do have a spoken word inspirational album that is out as well. So those are things that I really out, but what I'm pushing this year is my latest single, which is a freaking hit. Okay? It is Let's Make Music, and that is an awesome song produced by Pompey at XRO Studios. Yes, shameless plug. But yes, so that is what I'm doing right now, is pushing that. And we do have a lot of things in the works, so I'm excited about that.
I heard that Let's Make Music got a Spanish version too. You bilingual?
I am indeed bilingual.
Ay, Dios mío. You're gonna hit both markets. The whole world is going to be Sunja's world soon.
That, you know, I'm just putting out there to how as many listeners as I can get it to, because it's just good music, you know. So absolutely.
I feel you. So what's your goal for like the next 2 years? You see, you got a lot of things in the works.
For the next 2 years,
Like you're gonna like take over the Southeast and then get the world next, or
as far as territorial goals, I don't really have territorial goals. I have goals that are personal, you know, as far as what I want to do with my music, and including, can I please say included? Included in those goals is to actually do some visuals or videos for some of my older songs, as well as doing a video for Let's Make Music, and also putting out a full album, doing a full album. Those are the goals within the next 2 years, and pushing that. As far as music goes, those are definitely the goals.
oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I am an avid listener. I'm a fan of your work, Miss Sunja. So,
Thank you.
most people on this show, I'm a fan of them. So.
I'm a fan of your work as well, sir.
I don't do nothing.
Yes.
So talk to me about the whole like the COVID-19 environment and how it's affected your work, your art, how you move. Like what has this pandemic like done to you? How has it affected you?
So really, what COVID did for me, it really opened up some opportunities for me to be more introspective as an artist. And that, you know, includes just looking at my why, looking at the different resources that I have available to me, even if I cannot go outside of the house. What things do I have that I can still use? Social media is huge, and during the quarantine we realized just how huge it was. I was able to do tons of virtual gigs, and I did a lot more studio work during that time, and I'm still available for those, FYI. But I just was able to do things that I had never really leaned on when the world was open, you know. And so now I plan to continue to do those things. And now that it's open, you have to, you know, actually put it on the list. Okay, go live this week, you know, when you was going live like every other day during the quarantine, you know. So I just, you know, learned a lot about social media during the quarantine more than anything else.
Didn't you win an award for one of your virtual events,
Yes,
concerts?
I and my band, Good Vibes Band, is well, it's not my band, but I am in it. Um, we did win Performance of the Year for 2020. It was a great performance. We actually had a couple of features during that performance, and it was Chantel Wheeler and Kevin 88 Keys Bowman. Yes, Chantel Wheeler and Kevin 88 Keys Bowman.
Oh, besides being a singer-songwriter, you're also a book author too?
I am. I am an author, a writer, in general, because I just like to write. I love writing. I actually love writing. So, yes, I have a couple of books that are currently out. One is Overcoming the Odds, a story of trauma, tragedy, trauma, and triumph, as well as a children's book, and it is Better Than a Lullaby, children's affirmations book. So those are both on Amazon and the book patch. Yes.
Indubitably so.
Yes.
I heard you was in a movie. I heard you in a few movies, and you've made your own movie where you just started killing people. Do you like film? Like what do you prefer more? Do you like acting more, or do you like the writing process, or do you like singing more?
I just really enjoy the arts. I really enjoy the arts. I believe that I am an artist in every sense of the word, and so I need art to live. I need art in order to survive. And so the acting, the singing, the writing, all of that is all intertwined for me. It's something that just comes natural and something that I really, really love doing. So I can't just pick one for the rest of my life. If I had to pick one, it would probably be writing though. Yeah. And I have been in a couple movies. They were small roles, okay? But I did Black Panther. I was on the set of The Hate You Give. I also did a couple episodes of Star and Black Lightning. I believe those were the big ones that I did. But yeah. But yes, I like acting. And of course I did start in a short film where I played the lead. It's called The Writer. And yes, I was a killer.
Yes, he was. Oh my goodness. Stuffed him in the trunk.
Oh boy, yes.
Make sure you say the right thing, because she might black out and you ain't gonna be there no more.
That was a lot of fun.
Your voice is malleable. There's a lot of singers you could tell, like, oh, that's such and such, just by the way they sing. But I've noticed that you've been able to also change your voice for the type of songs that you're on as well. Are you open to do collabs with other artists or poets, or how can we get a song with Sunja Dannette or get Sunja Dannette on a song? How's that work?
Absolutely. So you can actually contact me directly, and I definitely still do features. I still do, collabs, because those are fun. And I really, everyone has their own thing. Some artists get to a place where they're like, well, they don't do features or they don't do collabs, but all the greats still do features and collabs, and so I feel like I'm not, any different than them when it comes to stuff like that. So yes, you can reach me directly via email at sunjadannette@gmail.com. That's SUNJADANNETTE @gmail.com. And on Facebook is Sunja Dannette. Twitter is Sunja Dannette. Instagram is Sunja_Dannette. And TikTok is Sunja Dannette. But I be cutting the food on TikTok though, you know.
Well, at least you're consistent with your name, because some people are very hard to find. So I am loving the consistency of the Sunja Dannette.
Gracias, señor.
De nada, mommy. With the world opening back up, even though we all know what's really going on, we can't get too much into that.
Right.
But with the world opening back up, with the venues opening back up, Skateland was ridiculous. There is a line down the road around the parking lot. Up in the corner.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Do you feel that you'll be gigging a lot more, or you be more on the camera side and just have people see you virtually?
That's a great question. I'm actually going to try to make it a little bit of both, a good mix of both, because just with the direction of things, how things are going this year, I will probably not be as available as I have been in the past. And also, just, some things are changing. And so I'm going to try to do the virtual thing, but I'm just not as available for gigs as much as I was. Because I was doing a lot of gigging, a whole lot of gigging. And I was like, after 2020, 2021, I was like, I'm not doing that again unless it comes with like a salary. Like, because it was kind of ridiculous. But yes, absolutely. Definitely going to do gigs, but just pulling back a bit so I can focus on some of the other things that I'm doing, like making music. Absolutely.
Well, that makes plenty of sense. You can't be out there singing the same songs over and over. You gotta have some new work, some new materials. So you about to go underground and start stewing up some stuff.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes.
I cannot wait for what you got for the world to hear. Sunja Dannette. Oh my gosh.
That's the beautiful thing about social media. You can still be visible while you are, not out there. So I greatly appreciate that.
Oh, for sure. So before we end this beautiful interview with this beautiful woman here today, oh, don't blush. I hear through the grapevine that you just got you another gig, another hosting joint.
Yes, I did. And actually, in between us having that conversation, I got booked for another gig. In Atlanta. And so, yeah, that's going to be fun. It's actually at this new hotel they just built at the airport. Honey. But yes.
Wow.
I'm super, it's a fun, it's a private event. So yeah, I'm excited about that.
That's high class.
Oh yeah.
I'm happy for you and I am proud of you, and keep doing your thing.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. I greatly appreciate you. Be inspired, be empowered, be educated, and be entertained. That's what I say to the people that I interview on my podcast. We didn't even talk about a podcast, my bad.
Let's throw it in there. You got a podcast? You talk to other people. You interviewed me one time.
I did.
What's this podcast called?
This podcast is called Roadmap Street Signs Indie Artist Showcase with Sunja Dannette.
So how do we get on this podcast?
This podcast.
Do I gotta be special?
You don't have to be special, but you do have to have a message in your music. I don't really do the FB, shoot 'em up, that kind of thing. I don't really do that on my show.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I don't. But
it's real.
I'm sure
music
I
of
am
the
sure
world.
it
It's
is
what's happening.
real for some, but that's not the show for that.
So you want a message?
Yeah, it's got to be a message. I mean, I'm good with love, so I'm good with rock. Any genre is actually welcomed, and I just interview the artists, and we listen to the artists, and we listen to their art, and so I love it. It's musicians, rappers, singers, spoken word artists. I love it. It's great. It's just another way to give back, another way to provide a platform for indie artists. across the globe.
So being an artist, absorbing the art, creating a platform for the art, I would say you're art incarnate.
The art incarnate?
Yes.
What is that?
You are art.
I am art.
Your
I believe
whole
that we
entire
all
being,
are.
your essence is art.
Oh, you better make me start dancing or something. Let's
Ow.
like when you speak, yes. Speak, yes. Yes. Anyway, yes, I love art. Art is, yes, we are art. Absolutely. But everyone doesn't paint, but we are art.
Thank you so much, Sunja Dannette, for being on the Sinewave TV. It's your boy DJ Sounds Great signing out.
Thank you so much for having me. Peace.
I think that life is music, and when people come together, they make music. And so I was just thinking, let's make music, a song that no one else can sing. Let's make music with lyrics only we can bring. Let's make music, baby, just you and me. Let's make music. Let's make music. Let's make music, a song that no one else can sing. Let's make music with lyrics only we can bring. Let's make music, baby, just you and me. Let's make music, sweet